Dan Stevens played a greedy, selfish prince who gave expensive parties to his royal people at a French castle. One night, Agatha, an elderly beggar, visited his castle and handed the prince a rose to shield him from the cold. The prince and his subjects insulted the old woman for telling him to ignore appearances. After the prince rejected her again, the aged woman became a gorgeous enchantress. The prince begged pardon, but the enchantress knew he was unloving. She turned the prince into a beast and the subjects into household goods in retaliation. Magic from the enchantress makes strangers forget the castle and its people. Beast's window to the outside world was a rose and magic mirror. Before the last petal falls, the beast can break the enchantment by winning love. He will always be a beast otherwise. Belle, Emma Watson, lives in Villeneuve afterward. All the locals find her odd. Belle likes tales. Gaston, Luke Evans, a handsome but narcissistic hunter/former war commander, pursues her. He and his lackey Lufo, Josh Gad, see Belle exiting a bookshop in town. She turns down Gaston's dinner invitation. Belle visits her music box maker father Maurice, Kevin Kline. His and Belle's mother and his late wife are being sculpted in a music box. How does a moment last forever? Belle's accusation that peasants find her odd is denied by Maurice. Belle requests a rose from Maurice before he sells his music boxes in another town. Maurice and Philippe bike through the woods. He heads for a snowy path. Maurice and Philippe escape the wolves. They pass through a gate into the prince's forgotten palace. The candelabra Lumiere, Ewan McGregor, and mantel clock Cogsworth, Ian McKellen, notice Maurice entering the castle. Maurice sits in the dining hall. Chip, Nathan Mack, a teacup-headed child, speaks to him, surprising him. Maurice exits the castle and rides till he discovers a rose in the garden. The beast labels Maurice a thief for choosing one for Belle. Beast imprisons him. Belle knows Maurice suffered when Philippe returns shortly later. Ride Philippe castleward, Belle. In the dungeon, Maurice tells her to turn back. The beast impresses Belle. The beast says Maurice is a thief and must live in the dungeon. Belle proposes replacing him despite Maurice's reservations. The beast releases Maurice after the deal. Belle promises to escape. Belle fears Lumiere and Cogsworth, but meets them. Lumiere was castle footman and Cogsworth majordomo before the curse turned them into candelabras and mantel clocks. Belle meets Chip's mother and kitchen stewardess, Mrs. Potts, Emma Thompson, Chip, Plumette, Gugu Mbatha-Raw. The maid and Lumiere's girlfriend turned into a peacock-shaped feather duster, Madame de Garderobe, Audra McDowell, an Italian opera singer turned wardrobe, and Garderobe's husband and head musician, Stanley Tucci. In a tavern, Gaston and Lufo mourn Belle's rejection. The people sang about Gaston's grandeur, Gaston. To cheer him up, Maurice arrives and brags about the beast enslaving Belle. Gaston offers to follow Maurice to find the beast to marry Belle, but the townspeople laugh. The beast is impolite when he knocks on Belle's bedroom door to invite her to dinner. Lumiere, Cogsworth, Mrs. Potts, and Plumette help him, but Belle refuses to join the beast because she's still creating rope. The beast flees, insulting servants. The palace falls as the rose drops another petal. Castle objects also became less human. Belle leaves her room and follows palace objects to the dining hall. Lumiere performs a sumptuous song, Be Our Guest, while they celebrate their dining. Belle then visits Lumiere and Cogsworth's unhidden west wing. Belle finds a Jared rose. The beast screams get out, frightening her. Belle rides Philippe out of the castle. Wolves attack her in the woods. Belle has trouble defeating them until the beast arrives. When the alpha wolf bites his back, the beast throws it off and roars, scaring them away. A major injury collapses him. Belle helps the beast onto Philippe. While the beast protests, Belle cures his wound, forming a bond. Rests him. Mrs. Potts informs Belle that the beast was nice before. They know from knowing him that when the prince's mother died, his father raised him to be like before the curse. Belle asks about the rose, and the objects inform her the prince will become a beast forever if the last petal falls without him, finding someone to love and reciprocate and become inanimate. Maurice leads Gaston and Lufo to the castle path in the woods. Gaston and Lufo think Maurice is mad. After confessing he is only helping Maurice with Belle's hand, Gaston growls and threatens to leave him to the wolves. Gaston tries to be kind, but Maurice knows him and won't allow him to marry Belle. Gaston knocks Maurice out and ties him to a tree for the wolves. Lufau believes this is too much, but Gaston makes him follow. Belle reads Shakespeare to the well-versed beast. Belle can own his vast library if he reveals it to her. Belle likes the beast when he's kinder, and the objects notice something there. Soon after, the beast gives Belle an enchanted book to imagine any place. Beggar Agath saves Maurice. Maurice returns to Villeneuve and sits in the tavern when Gaston and Lufau surprise him. Maurice tells the locals Gaston left him to die in the jungle. Gaston pressures Lufau to lie to cover his back when Maurice calls him as a witness. Gaston declares Maurice mad. The beast invites Belle to a ballroom dance. Garderobe dresses Belle in a beautiful gown as Lumiere and others groom Beast. As they meet in the stairwell and enter the ballroom, Cadenza plays Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and Beast dance tenderly. After that, the Beast asks Belle if she'll be happy there, but she wonders if anyone can be happy without freedom. He gives her the magic mirror to see her father since she misses him. Belle witnesses the villagers torturing Maurice and knows he's in trouble. Beast liberates Belle to help Maurice. Despite loving Belle ever more, the Beast climbs his tower in agony as she goes. Castle objects mourn when Belle doesn't love him to break the curse. Maurice is sent to Monsieur Dark's mental institution, but Gaston gives him one more chance to redeem himself by marrying Belle. Maurice refuses, so Gaston sends him away. Belle arrives just to halt the carriage. She gives the villagers the mirror to prove the beast exists, terrifying them. Gaston rallies the folks to stop the beast before he hurts anyone. Belle and Maurice are in the carriage while Gaston organizes locals to attack the castle. Castle objects see villagers arriving. People break the door when they try to close it. Cogsworth warns the despondent beast, who doesn't care. Lumiere plans include all castle items. Lufau thinks Mrs. Potts is his grandma when the villagers arrive with Chip. The fight starts because she's upset. Locals fled in terror. Belle takes Philippe back to the castle after the carriage trip. Gaston climbs the tower and sees the beast crying outside the window. He claims Belle sent him and shoots the beast in the back, knocking him over a roof. Gaston wants the beast to fight. Beast revives after Belle returns to the castle. He battles Gaston and denies beasthood. He spares Gaston's life and sends him away despite the coward's pleading. When the beast jumps to the next tower to be with Belle, Gaston shoots him twice in the back. Gaston dies in the bridge collapse, and Karma pursues him. Beast sees Belle before his deadly wound. The last petal falls. Belle mourns and loves the beast. Belle says this as Agath enters. The Enchantress, disguised as Agath, breaks the curse by rebuilding the rose. The beast becomes human. Belle is his first kiss. After darkness ends, the kingdom normalizes.